Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to episode 6 of Trish Talk Tuesdays. I'm so excited about this episode. I feel like this is a conversation that we need to have, kind of as a spin-off from my last topic that we had, but focusing more on the woman, focusing more on yourself. Everyone always says relationships are so hard. I'm not the relationship type of girl. I don't think I can do it. I don't think that's true. It's not the relationship that is hard. It's the two people involved in the relationship that can make the relationship very challenging. You can make a relationship better by doing two things: requiring more from your partner and requiring more of yourself. Nowadays, especially in my experience with relationships, people are lazy. They do the bare minimum. In order to keep a healthy relationship flowing right, you have to be able to put in the work. Relationships take effort. You want to be healthy, you want to be happy. Both of you have to work together, and of course it all starts with yourself. When you get into a relationship, it's important to remember that you have to still have your own life. You might be crazy in love with each other, you might be head over heels with each other, you can't wait to talk, you can't wait to see each other at the end of the day. However, you have to remember that you still have to have your own life, your own sense of dependence. So you want to make sure that you still keep in contact with your friends, make sure that you're still kind of keeping your personal life going and still keeping that sense of independence even when you are in a good relationship. Make sure you connect not only physically but mentally and emotionally as well. Being able to connect mentally, spiritually, emotionally is so important in a relationship. It's just a different level of intimacy and understanding between you and your significant other. It really kind of shows you if this is someone that you can take seriously and can take a life partnership with. You want to make sure you keep an eye out for these things in the very beginning of the relationship. Know how to talk to each other, know how to communicate. Those are the things that really get you interested in someone. It's how they think, it's how they talk, it's how they're able to rationalize certain things, not just the physical. Don't always feel the need to chase him. If a guy likes you, he's going to show you that he likes you. He's going to call you, he's going to text you, he's going to want to spend time with you, he's going to want to get interested in the things that you like because he's taking a mental note of everything so that when you guys go out, he remembers certain places that you like, certain foods that you like to eat, whatever it is. The right one will come along and he'll know how to show those things to you. But what you don't want to do is try to take his role and your role. Don't feel the need to be overly aggressive and chase him. You really have to know how to kind of chill and still maintain your own life. It's so important that you love yourself. You can only attract the level of love that you feel for yourself. No one can love you more than you can. Being in a relationship with a guy does not help you love yourself more. That love has to come from you and you alone. No man, nobody can give you what you need to give yourself first. Ladies, you have to speak your mind. I'm not saying that you have to be mean and you have to be cruel, but you need to know how to convey and communicate, and you have to stand up for yourself and speak out. If he said something that you're not in agreement with, if you guys went out and you felt someone embarrassed by something that he said or did, you have to make sure you speak up. You deserve to be heard, you deserve to be respected, and if he really cares about you and he really loves you, he's going to make sure that he gives you that. So whatever it is that's on your mind, make sure you're speaking out loud, speak up for yourself. Let's face it, no one likes conflict. Who does? However, when you're dealing with two people in a relationship, things will happen. And you have to learn how to talk out your problems. Don't bury your problems under the rug, because what happens, everything is going to start to pile up. Before you know it, somebody's going to blow a fuse at the most unpredicted time and things can really get ugly. You have to make sure that you're communicating at all times. Strive for equal effort. Most people say that a relationship should be 50-50. No, I do not believe that. I feel like every relationship should be 100-100. I should get all respect from you. You should get all respect from me. It's not 50-50. We're both in this together. Before I meet you, I want you to be whole already before you meet me, and vice versa. If you guys find yourself getting off balance, if you find that one is kind of doing more to uphold the relationship than the other, if you feel like it's worth the conversation, which it usually is, make sure you have that conversation. But in order for a healthy relationship to really grow and to prosper, both of you have to give 100%. Be a good listener. I will actually admit this is one that I had a struggle with for quite some time. A lot of times when we're talking and someone is expressing the way they feel, a lot of times we're just listening, and while we're listening, we're already coming up with a reply, meaning that we actually missed a lot of what they said. We all deserve to be heard. So make sure at all times you're giving out exactly what you want. Listening is like top priority. Don't listen to respond, but make sure you listen to understand. No one is 100% alike. If there are way too many differences that you can't tolerate and you feel like it's not healthy and it's something that you can't deal with, maybe you really need to reevaluate that relationship, and you need to reevaluate if this is something that you really need in your life. Do not settle. I will even admit myself, I have settled quite a few times. Don't settle no matter what it is. You'd rather be by yourself, doing good, working, focusing on your career, whatever your hobbies are, than to be in a very toxic relationship, all because you feel like there's nothing else there. No matter what you do, you wouldn't settle on yourself. You shouldn't settle on yourself, and you should not settle with someone else. Become the person that you want to attract. So many times, especially us as women, we always have these expectations of the guys that we want. Then we look at ourselves and it's like, okay, you want a guy who has a steady job, but you're in between jobs. Or you want a guy who has his own place, but you stay with your family. You want a guy who has money, or at least has financial stability, and you spend your money like crazy and are living paycheck to paycheck. Not because you can't afford to learn how to save your money, but because you just won't. Stop making these expectations and expecting to attract people that you yourself don't even have the same qualities that you're looking for. Become the person that you want to attract. Once you love and respect yourself, the kind of person that you want will come to you. Don't be afraid to be alone if necessary. Trust me, being alone is way better than being in an unhappy, toxic, abusive, whatever kind of ill relationship is. Learn how to get into yourself, understand more things about yourself. You don't have to compromise with anyone. Learn how to be on your own. It's not being lonely, it's just being alone and learning how to love your own company without anybody else having to be around you. Never, and I mean never, tolerate any kind of abuse, whether it be verbal, physical, emotional, mental. Do not tolerate any kind of abuse. If he tries to degrade you, if he finds enjoyment in embarrassing you when you guys are out around his friends or family, you don't deserve any kind of mental or an emotional abuse. It doesn't just come in a physical form. Abuse comes in all forms. Make sure you take care of yourself. Do fun things for yourself. If that means getting your nails done, if that means getting your toes done, getting your hair done, skincare. Skincare is definitely one of my faves. Just taking the time out for you. I think it's so important, not just in relationships, but just period. Knowing how to take care of yourself, giving yourself the love and attention that you deserve and the love and attention that you want from someone else. Learn how to give that to yourself. Thank you guys so much for coming back to watch another episode 6 of Trish Talk Tuesdays. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're really feeling these videos. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.